I wouldn't even say the last 18 months. I'd say the last year, like things started happening from, well, the first belt I had a year ago in Cage Warriors again, which was Cage Warriors 92 against Protzko, when I got the second left finish, you know. Got the rear naked choke with a second to go.
These chokes go so deep before he gets his defense in. I think he's going to survive.
Stop!
Yeah!
Like my whole, I never like floated through this life, but I sort of like, with Chris with you, like he's always telling you that you're good and the potential, and you just sort of like, I think I sort of let that sink in too much. Not that I didn't work hard, I always worked hard, but I just sort of wasn't probably in the best place I'd been, you know. Like I wasn't I just wasn't like this person now. Well, I didn't think I was. I thought I was, but I wasn't. And like since last year, my whole life's changed like massively. Like I met my girlfriend, and that like turned everything around. Like that whole, a focus, you know. And then I've got these guys here, my family back home, and everything just sort of come together. Everything felt right, and I found that I had like a desire to like make these people around me now really proud, and I started pushing, and I just got my head down, worked hard, and you know, 3 fights later, 3 finishes later, fighting for that title, you know. And like I said, Jerry, I will win that belt. I will win that belt. I'll finish that fight 100%. Like I finished all the other fights, I will finish it. The Protzko fight was a massive turning point. It was when I decided I needed to take things more seriously. But I mean, I knew I had that in me, but everyone wants to say they had something in them by being hit, getting dropped and coming back. I knew I had that in me. Like I knew like I wasn't gonna give a win away, you know. I wasn't gonna just drop and be finished. As soon as I got hit, I remember just thinking, get up, and then I remember hearing Chris like just saying, let's go, like engage, get the clinch work. And as soon as I managed to get hold of him, it was only a few minutes later that I got the choke, you know. I don't really remember much of that fight, much of that first round, and I don't really remember being hit. Like I remember getting to mount, and then I don't really remember anything about how I got to the back. It just sort of was all muscle memory, or maybe I was still like a little bit out, I don't know. But I knew I had that in me, you know. Like I wasn't gonna give up. I'd rather be like, I'd have to be stiffed, you know what I mean? Like I won't give up. Like I'll be there, even if I'm fucking bleeding out of every hole. I'll still be trying to like find a way to win, you know.
Just wants to work the ground and pound. Lots of attacking options here from the SBG man. Pin on the knee, but that could give the escape. Could also give him a triangle entry.
Big shots, James, big shots!
Protzko turning his back here.
Now this is
You
you,
hear
James
Chris
Webb.
Fields calling
Let's go
for big
here.
shots. I mean, this is a chance to punch him,
Right
not
on,
just maintain this
Flag
position.
them out, James.
There's a
Flag them
good
out.
wrist grip.
And that's that ethos we have here. Like Chris is really drilling into us. It's about finishing fights, and all the guys here, we have a good record for finishing. That's what we're looking for, you know. We're looking to finish the fight, and that comes down to the coaching that we have, you know.
From here, a couple of shots, especially when he starts to move back. So this kind of movement, all right? Drop. So see I'm going at the knee, not the thigh. If I try to go down here, nothing's going to fall. You've all been here with Tom Taney, I'm sure.
I still think I'm getting better now. 100%. Like I'm doing. Like I never stop doing classes. I'm still training BJJ, boxing, kickboxing, MMA. I feel like you plateau when you stop doing your classes and stop learning, and that's something I won't do. Like I want to be the best I can be, and I still train like that. You know, I still feel like I'm maybe only at 10%. I still think every fight I'm getting better. The Protzko fight show a bit of heart. The Pelu Adetola fight show a bit more diversity. You know, with the strikes, and then the Radcliffe fight was the same again. You know, I ended up getting the TKO, but it was all from the hands. You know, like I wasn't going for the normal route, which people would say would be like, you know, the takedown. I feel like I'm showing like different aspects of my game constantly, but they're all improving. I don't feel like I'm a finished article just yet, you know. Like I think I'll win the belt, do something spectacular again. Like I'll be another highlight finish, and I'll just I'll keep going, I'll keep plodding along, keep getting better. Like I said, that fight will happen, and I don't believe in time off. I'll have a break, I'll go home for maybe 10 days and I'll be back here and I'll be training. And when I'm back home anyway, I'm training with Savages at ZR Team, you know, so like I'm never like relaxing. I'm always putting myself through the meat grinder, getting smashed by guys constantly, you know, just trying to always be a better martial artist. Looking back to the Colchester one, I got the call Wednesday evening before the fight, with the call up to be main event. I didn't even know I was co-main event at that point. I just thought I was on the card, you know. I wasn't actually too sure where I was. So I got to the main event spot and I felt a little bit like numb more than anything. Nothing really changed though. I remember Chris saying to me, just soak up everything. And to be honest with you, it just felt like an every other day event, you know. I fought in my hometown a lot, and I fought in front of like all those guys almost, you know. They're always there watching me. They come to London and watch me. They've always travelled with me, so I suppose the pressure has always not been on me, but I've always had that same sort of environment. And they'll all be there in London again, you know. So one thing I picked up about myself was I realised that I actually dealt with it in the right way, you know. Like I used that to my advantage. It didn't make me. I wasn't worried about going out there in front of all those people, you know. And I think come London, even though it's the main event again, I'm absolutely buzzing to be main event. Like I can't wait to go out there. Like I feel like it's right that I am the main event. You know, I feel like this is like my time to shine. You know, like this is why I'm here, and I think the main event is what I deserve. You know.
Standing in front of Jason Radcliffe here, it has to be said, Josh.
Yeah, good combination, good stutter step, closing the dip.
Oh, it's a huge step from Webb, and it's over! Unbelievable! James Webb knocks out Jason Radcliffe in the first round in Colchester. The hometown crowd goes.
Yeah, the preparation's always the same. The Colchester fight was massive. It was like I say to the guys, it was like written in the stars for me, you know. Like it was brought to the hometown, made a main event, and then finished it. Again, I just take, there's always the positives from each fight that'll go into the next one, but the preparation's always the same, you know. Like everything I do is the same. I'll put the work in here, I'll put the work in at the Irish Strength Institute. When I go home, I'll put the work in. That's the confidence that I take into the fight. Like everything I've done before that fight has been harder. You know, I know that. I know my training partners are the best guys I have. You know, like I have absolute savage training partners through to the guys here from jiu-jitsu and MMA to the guys I have back home. Like I think you're gonna struggle to find better guys. You know, and I really believe in my coaches. You know, so I believe in Chris a lot. You know, I think he's at the moment like we're all trying to find our feet, but I don't think it'll be too long before people will like realise his worth as a coach. You know, he's the guy that sort of, we don't really train that much together anymore, but I still learn from him because of what he's given me. You know, like he's like giving me this platform. And same with Tom, and same to my coach back home, Milan. Like I just believe that's where the preparation is. Like it's all in this, and leading up to this fight, I'm ready to go. You know, like I'm ready now. Do you know what I love Cage Warriors, like the way they've been with me, like, well, the way they are with everyone, but I just like the show itself as well. Like the production is great. I think it's the show to be on. You know, like they've been around, like they've been around a long time. They had that short break away, but I think it's a show that everybody knows. Like, you know, like people know who Cage Warriors are, and to be a Cage Warriors like champion is a big deal. You know, like I'm trying to follow in the footsteps of some guys from here, and hopefully I'm going to lead the way for the next wave of guys from here as well. You know, so I don't think it'll be the last Cage Warriors belt that's won out of this gym. But yeah, like I'm more than happy to be part of that show, and to just fight for them. It is a big deal to be a Cage Warriors champion. Yeah, I feel like I have deserved it. I've always fought against guys that were higher ranked, as you say, or more experienced. Like I never fought really many guys that were my I'm not going to say level, my sort of had as many fights as me. I was fighting guys with far superior records, you know, and I always believed I'd win that, and I feel like I proved that I should be fighting for the title, you know. I fought everyone they put in front of me. I finished them, and I think it's my time to, you know, fight for that belt, and to be that champion is going to be it's going to be something ticked off the bucket list, but it's massive.
Yeah, and look, there you go. But that's how it's going to feel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I acknowledge who my opponent is, and I respect him, and I think he's a very good fighter. But I don't really focus too much on who I'm fighting. I just think about me, what I can do. You know, I think if you work on the qualities of them, you take away what you're going to give, and I just put me first. You know, I think about me. I go first. It doesn't matter what he does. He's going to do him regardless. So I just go and do me, and fuck yeah, whatever happens, innit? You know. Just for anyone who's coming to watch, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your time, like coming to watch me, and I promise I'm going to bring back that belt. I'll see you in London, guys.